Yes, a very good morning to everybody, and thank you for joining us on our sunrise safari. And as you can see, we've got some vultures here in the tree. Yeah, just east of Mvubu Road, close to our dam area at Djuma Private Game Reserve in the world-renowned Sabi Sands, South Africa. And I think it's going to be a fantastic morning. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera here on Rusty, I've got Ulof. So thanks for joining us. I'm here sitting here just looking out and taking a look at these vultures in the tree. Now, of course, we've had the S8 male been calling the whole night around this area. I did go take a look at the dam. It wasn't too long ago, I think about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, he was busy calling once again. But it seems like he was calling inside of this block. I don't know, I think there might be something that's happened inside here, because if he's calling like that the whole night, we also heard one or two of the females calling. So they might be around here, they might be on a kill. It's difficult to tell, but there is definitely quite a few vultures. Yes, I've got found these lines, but of course the 5 youngsters, watch, they're busy stalking the other one now. Watch. It's busy stalking the one. So it's the Talamati, of course, breakaway cubs. Oh, watch. There we go. Playtime. Well, the other one's got something in its mouth. I'm not too sure what. But definitely these 5 youngsters are just here at Gowrie Dam. Pretty much just behind the dam camp. So I don't know how we missed them. I think I was too focused on the male roaring towards Mvubu Road. But yeah, we've got the 5 youngsters here. And the female, the Talamati female, a little bit further east from where we are, west from where we are now. You can barely see them, but they're right next to the camp, Vuyatela camp fence. I don't know what they've got in their mouth there. It looked like a stick or something. Definitely a little bit of a toy. So yes, it looks like the Talamati Breakaways have been hanging around pretty much for the last 2 days, which is fantastic, close to the camp area. Of course, they had a kudu kill 2 days ago. Then they've stole a kill, an impala kill from a leopard yesterday morning, just on quarantine, just west of us now. And it looks like they've been enjoying this area. Like a branch up there, guys. Watch. Playtime. Yes, it's a toy. Typical youngsters. And these young ones are around about a year old. So, or just over a year old. So, of course, they still got that typical cub antics in them. Pamela, yes, definitely. I always think that's what I love sometimes with these cubs in that early morning. I've still got so much energy, and if they find something like a piece of wood now that they got hold of, and they start enjoying that, and I'll just have a little bit of fun with that for now. I'm just waiting. As I said, 2's a company, but there's a 3rd one that's coming now, so then they'll say, what? 3's a crowd. Is it a piece of wood? It looks like a piece of branch. Yeah, here comes the 3rd one now. He's busy stalking. There it is. Yep. But very important for them that, of course, just the bond between these cubs. It just grows stronger and stronger all the time, because one day out of these 5 youngsters, 3 of them are male and 2 female. I mean, the 3 males will be pretty much a coalition, and will be sticking together forever, where the 2 females, they will hang back with the pride and stay with the pride. Oh, is it a piece of bone? What is that? No, it looks like a piece of wood, eh? No, it looks like a piece of wood.
Nothing quite like an African sunrise. A little bit chilly out this morning. I've got my little flask with a bit of coffee in there, watching the sun come up. Nothing better. Obviously, with all of the rain that we've had last night, all of the birds are chirping this morning as well. here we have got a ground hornbill, and it is knocking about quite close to what is fast becoming known as Maripsa's tree. It's the big jackalberry tree that is quite close to our camp, quite close to the dam where the lions are. We come past here, Cedric and I think every drive 3 or 4 times to check if he isn't in the tree. He is not in this case, but we do have this ground hornbill. Let me see if it is a boy or a girl. It is a boy. It is a boy hornbill, and you know that because there is no blue patch beneath his beak. And I wonder if he wasn't investigating Maripsa's tree, perhaps with an eye to creating a nest therein. I don't think there are any hollows, however, in this tree that would make a suitable nest. Ah, he's got an itchy ear. We all know how that feels. Yeah, he's a big old bull, this. He's seen a lot in his time. If we say he's 50, he would have been born in the year 1973. And this part of the world would have been very different in 1973. I wonder if he would have been born in the Kruger or in the Sabi Sands, because back then there was a big fence between the Kruger and the Sabi Sands, which there isn't now. So let's say he was born in the Kruger, or let's say he was born in the Sabi Sands actually. It would have been an interesting time to be born in the Sabi Sands because it was just at the birth of the South African luxury safari kind of industry, if you like, starting with Mala Mala and then Londolozi and Sabi Sabi down in the south. A time of profound change. A whole lot of bush clearing went on, dams were put in around the 70s.
With these elephants, of course, are moving out of the area. We can see that the female, she's just stopped now, and the rest of the elephant are not proceeding forward. It could be possible that we can say that it could be a matriarch, but we're not going to be 100%. That is my prediction. I might be wrong, I might be right, but the only time that you can know exactly, because the elephant in the course of a day, they break up in a very small unit. It's when they go back to the water, they all regroup together, or late at night when the sun goes down, they regroup again because more eyes, and also it's so good if they're all together, they can defend the youngster. And it's really where you can definitely know that this is the matriarch. If they do like what they're doing now, in small head from each and every corner, yes, they have each and every head have its own elephant female that it really becomes in charge of that particular head. It could be she's old, she knows around very well, she's been with that head, or she might be inherited. That can happen. You find a young bull, a young female elephant try to lead all the time. It happens quite a lot also from the buffalo. You tend to see it's not have to be a male that lead in as a metric society in the buffalo. You might find that a male can be, or a young female can be. Time and again it has to be selected. You will be joining us for the afternoon. We'll be looking around in the area. It's overcast. You'll never know. Wild dogs wish here at Prideland to follow up in the northern boundary. Maybe we might find pixie pen or wild dogs. Thank you so much from myself, Rexon, and Owen behind the camera. We're looking for the wishing also a great afternoon, and joined by everyone that joined us this morning. Thank you.